Tonight we're gonna have a fun kick down.
Welcome back to the 10 Man Podcast, where we know a little bit about a lot and a lot about a little bit. This is Potwef Pt2 Episode 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off just by highlighting, basically putting aware of public-private partnerships. Just in case you hear those words, it's pretty much the official fascistic joining of private, public companies and governments, NGOs, all aligning to be on the same page. Now, what this tells me is it's pretty much Rockefeller Foundation's Clever Together. If you don't know what that is, you can go check out one of my other videos from the last series. It is literally titled Clever Together. And basically what I do is I read what the Rockefeller Foundation had basically brought up in their vision of what that looks like. And this is basically the, what would I say, the manifestation of that. So what caught my eye was, I was reading down here, the private sector needs to think more like the public sector. With the important momentum stakeholder capitalism is experiencing, the business community is redefining how it creates value. By focusing on creating value for all stakeholders, business leaders are more likely to prioritize social or societal goals such as reducing carbon emissions. Society don't give a shit about that. It's all a farce. Upskilling their workforce and creating more diverse and equitable workplaces. Moreover, many are going beyond transforming their organizations to focusing on systemic change, a goal that necessitates collaboration with the public sector, peers, and even competitors. The reality is that we must think beyond what we can do alone and recast our ambitions to what we can do together. Working together, the private sector can shift the global economy in a more sustainable direction once the domain only of policymakers. And this is from Carmine D. Cibio, globalist cuck. That's pretty much who he is. Also wanted to check out this one. Is corporate governance. And we're going to read a little bit about that before we get into the corporations and all that are partners with the World Economic Forum. So what is corporate governance? Corporate governance should ensure decision making in the best interest of all stakeholders, including customers, employees, regulators, local communities, and last, shareholders. This applies both during periods of relative stability and during crises or crises, when many organizations will be forced, keyword, many organizations will be forced to confront how well they have or have not prepared for a corporate governance standpoint. Good governance relies on internal mechanisms like the structure of a board or incentives for management, and on external mechanisms such as institutions that demand accountability. All of these mechanisms are important as they form the core of how and for whom corporations generate value. Ultimately, corporate governance can help deliver both economic gains and more inclusive societies. It's funny they keep using that goddamn word inclusive when being a partner of the World Economic Forum and going to Davos is the most exclusive The most exclusive event that you can actually go to. You can't just go to it. You can't go to it. I can't go to it. But they always preaching this inclusivity shit. It's bullshit. Fucking hypocrites. But pretty much this is what their diagram looks like. This is what their shit looks like. Uh Pause it, take a look at it if you want. But yeah, yeah. Inclusivity is bullshit. So we're gonna go on and get into it. Let's go. Energy Impact Partners is a private equity firm that strategically invests in technology, services, and products throughout the electricity supply chain for generation to consumption, from generation to consumption. Through close collaboration with its investor base, its utility partners include Southern Company, National Grid, Excel Energy, Amerin or Emirin, Great Plains Energy, Fortis Incorporated, AGL, Avista, MGE Energy, TEPCO, PTT Public Company Limited, OGE Energy Corp, TransCanada, so fitting, huh? And Alliant Energy. The company was founded in 2014 and it is based in New York, New York. Is there any more on here? Energy Impact Partners has made 127 investments. The latest investment is in aerosol as part of their, or aerosol, as part of their Series B2. Let's see. See if they got anything else on it real quick before I move on to the next one. Inroads, Energy Impact Partners team. They only show Michael Donnelly because I ain't signed up to CB Insights. Next one up, we got Exiger or Exiger or Exiger. Is a third party and supply chain management software company focused on the procurement, supply chain, customer, and acquisition risk management processes through its purpose-built artificial intelligence solution for heavily regulated corporations, critical infrastructure companies, defense contractors, financial institutions, and government agencies. Exiger was founded in 2013, based in New York, New York. Once again, I'll go down here and see if they got anything for us. They got patents on there. We'll just go down. Nope, nothing else on there, so we're going to keep it moving. Next up is ExxonMobil, American multinational oil and gas corporation. We all know what ExxonMobil is. Formerly Standard Oil of New Jersey, which is a John D. Rockefeller company that they had basically created the antitrust law for, to break up Standard Oil. It was bringing in 90% of the world, of the oil in the late 1800s. So the monopoly. They had the biggest monopoly. Industry is energy and oil and gas. Predecessor is Standard Oil and Mobil, as we had mentioned. Founded in 1882. Founder split from Standard Oil by the U.S. Supreme Court in 1911. Merged with Mobil in 1999 to form present name. Headquartered in Spring, Texas. Key people are Darren Woods. Products are crude oil, oil products, natural gas, petrochemicals, and power generation. Brands are Coulinol, Esso, Mobil, On the Run, and Speed Pass. Let's see. Parent company is Standard Oil from 1882 to 1911. 1911 is when I believe that the antitrust was put against them by the U.S. government, which broke them up into like I think it was like 62 different companies, oil companies. Subsidiaries are Aerogena Energy, Exxon Neftegas, ExxonMobil Australia, ExxonMobil Nigeria, Imperial Oil, Sea River Maritime, and XTO Energy. We'll keep it moving. Next up, we have fuel cell. Fuel cell is the device that converts the chemical energy from a fuel into electricity. Fuel cell is electrochemical cell that converts the chemical energy from a fuel, often hydrogen, and an oxidizing agent, often oxygen, into electricity through a pair of redox reactions. It requires a continuous source of fuel and oxygen, usually from air, to sustain the chemical reaction. So, I believe that's all I have on that. Yeah, I believe that's it. Let's see if we can check this out real quick, see where it's at. And nope, don't have it on there, so I'll just keep it rolling. Next up, we have G-P, founded with the goal of making it easy to hire employees in other countries while minimizing the legal, human resources, and tax red tape that companies typically encounter. Globalization Partners. Empowers, which is the G-P, is Globalization Partners. Empowers companies to hire in the most talented people in more than 150 countries without first incorporating in each country, using tailored international professional employer organization services and its global employer of record platform. GP minimizes the risk of global expansion and enables fast entry into new markets, less risk, more reward. Streamlined global employment. Sounds to me like outsourcing. Next up, we got Gecko Robotics. Gecko Robotics is the developer of robots designed to deliver uh, comprehensive inspections, giving an unprecedented understanding of asset wealth. The company's products include wall climbing robots that use ultrasound transducers and high definition visual cameras to perform non destructive testing for clients across the globe, enabling users to reduce outage time for inspections, resulting in large cost savings for the plants. Let's see if they got anything else on there. No. That's the team. Let's go to team. Investors. Venture capital, accelerator, incubator, venture capital. Let's see. Robotics board members is one, is Mark Kavami. And then you have executive team. 5 of the 9 is Jake Lucerian. Bruno Pontes, Ron Preston, Troy Demmer, and Martin Rudiger. Next up, we have Golden Tree Asset Management, is an employee-owned global asset management firm that specializes in opportunities across the credit universe. Let's see. Industry is asset management, founded in 2000, headquartered in New York, New York. And that's all they're going to show me on that one. So we're going to go on to the next one. Venture capital, or Green Oaks Venture Capital. Green Oaks Capital Partners. Founded in 2012, Green Oaks Capital Partners is a venture capital firm based in San Francisco, California. The firm prefers to invest in the technology sector. Let's see. Let's check out some co-investors. Co-investors are Tiger Global Management, Kotu, Management Index and Ventures, Lightspeed Venture Partners, and Insight Partners. Let's see what the teams are. All right, Capital Partners team is Neil Mehta, Benny Peretz, Genevieve Carr, Benjamin Solars, and Neil Shah. Next up, we have Guardant. Guardant Health is a diagnostics company focused on fundamentally changing the way cancer is managed. The company's proprietary technology enables comprehensive real-time monitoring of cancer through the simple blood test. Current treatment often requires biopsies, which are risky, costly, and consequently cannot be used to capture genetic changes that typically lead to treatment failure. The company's technologies enables physicians to finally see these genetic changes in real time and treat them with the appropriate therapies. Yeah, I bet. Next up, Guild Education. Guild, formerly known as Guild Education, is a private company headquartered in Denver, Colorado. Let's see. It is a private company. It ain't going to show us that. Basically, its education is the industry, as we can see. Is a private company. No. That is employed by Fortune 1000 companies to manage their education assistance benefits. Founders were Rachel Romer Carlson and Brittany Stitch. Guild works with corporate employer clients to facilitate direct payment for courses to education providers. Next up, we got Hedera. Hedera is a cryptocurrency. It is decentralized, enterprise-grade public network on which anyone can build secure, fair applications with near real-time finality. The platform is owned and governed by a council of the world's leaders, or the world's leading organizations, including Avery Dennison, Boeing, Dentons, the Dutch Telecom, DLA Piper, FTPOS, FIS, FIS, WorldPay, Google, IBM, LG Electronics, Magula, Nomura, Swirls, Tata Telecommunication or Tata Communications, University College London, UCL, Wipro, and Zane Group. Majority of those are proud partners of the World Economic Forum. But yeah, it's basically a blockchain, I guess you could say. I've definitely seen the Hedera cryptocurrency. I've actually owned a little bit, but when I found out that they were proud partners of the World Economic Forum, I sold all that shit. Not today, Satan. Not today. Next up, we got How Good. How Good is an American sustainable food rating company based in Brooklyn. And let's see, and they don't give us too much, so I'll just finish reading it. It comprises the world's largest database on sustainable food. It develops, markets, and operates a program in grocery stores designed to provide sustainable score for food products using up to, let's check it out, up to 60 industry specific indicators. How Good was co-founded by the Scribe by Alexander Gillett and Arthur Gillett, or Gillette, in 2007. Starting in 2014, How Good's food sustainable ratings were made public on their mobile app, available to iPhone and Android users. I will not be getting that app. How Good closed a $2 million round of funding. Don't care about that. Investors including First Mark Capital, Highline Venture Partners, Serious Change LP, Jake Lodwick, and Joan Wilson. And that's pretty much all they say on that. So if anybody can do a deep dive on that, find out what it is, hit me up in the comments, give me the information. I would love to know. Next up, we got Inari. Inari is taking a nature positive approach to unlock the full potential of seeds that will help transform the food system. If you trust these people with your seeds in your food, you're a moron. Through its technology platform, Inari uses artificial intelligence, AI-powered predictive design, and advanced multiplex gene editing to deliver value creation for farmers and a more sustainable future. Boycott these fucking people. Boycott all these companies. This is why I always tell you people, tag a friend. If you don't live in the countries that I post on here, please tag a friend. Let them know. Let them spread the word in their country and let them know to avoid these companies at all cost. Quit giving these people money. They have enough money between themselves to fund themselves. They don't need your money. All they want is your life. As the company prepares to put seeds in the hands of growers, Inari is seeding change for a renewed earth. Their intentions are not well. They are not well-intentioned people or companies. I do not trust them at all. Indigo Agriculture. Indigo Agriculture is a startup using plant microbiomes to strengthen crops against disease and drought to increase crop yield for farmers. Once again, don't believe them. This is Wikipedia. They're going to give puff pieces, I guess you could call it, for the lack of a better term. It's, yeah, you can read Wikipedia on them. I'm just giving you the information that they're giving me. I pretty much believe the opposite when it comes to anyone who is associated or partnered with the World Economic Forum. Depopulation is their agenda. So if you think these companies have your best interest at heart, you're sadly mistaken. Anytime you look at these companies, just think depopulation. They are involved with a Nazi group, NGO, the World Economic Forum, and their agenda is depopulation. Industry is agriculture. Founded in 2013, headquartered in Boston. Key people today are Ron Hovsepian, or Hovsepian, Jeffrey von Maltzahn, or Maltzahn, however you want to pronounce it. Next up, we got Instacart. Yes, the one and only. Instacart, internet-based grocery delivery services. Founded in 2012, headquartered in San Francisco. Owner is Maple Bear. I don't know what that company is. Might have to look into it a little bit more. Let's see. Founders are Apurva Mehta, Max Mullen, and Brandon Leonardo. Key people are Fidja Simo. Fidja Simo is the CEO. Industry is retail. Services is grocery delivery. And I believe that's it for that company. Next up, we have Joby Aviation. Joby Aviation is a United States venture-backed aviation company developing an electric vertical takeoff and landing eVTOL VTOL eVTOL aircraft that it intends to operate as an air taxi service. Yeah, yeah. So they want you to they want you to get on an electric aviation electric aircraft. What could go wrong, right? A little solar flare hits while you're in the air, and down you go. It's headquartered in Santa Cruz, California, and has offices in San Carlos, California, and others. Industry is aerospace and advanced air mobility. Products are electric aircraft. Look, you ain't gonna catch me dead on an electric aircraft at all. I'd rather walk, take a fucking horse, and ride across the country before I get on an electric aircraft. No, thank you. I bet you they're gonna have no pilots, right? It's gonna be autopiloted. No, man. One malfunction and you're gone. All right, so we got Jupiter One. Jupiter One is a software cloud native security platform built on a graph data model, aiming to expose the complex relationships between cyber assets. It enables users to create and manage their entire security process, from policy creation and to compliance and certifications, to operate a secure cloud infrastructure while the company grows and evolves. It was created because complexity is the enemy of security operations and assurance. To combat complexity, organizations need centralized, no, they don't, visibility of assets and resources from all their platforms, mapping relationships and measuring changes in their environment in a single searchable repository. Next up, we have K Health. K Health is a provider of digital primary care services intended to connect the world's health data to give people remote treatment. The company's platform helps to understand how doctors diagnose and treat similar people with similar symptoms and conditions for free. Nothing's for free. There's that fucking communist word again. Free, free, free. Nothing's free. Someone has to pay for it. Chat with a doctor for less than a copay. Thought it was free, right? And retain a history of their own medical records, enabling patients to get clinical data insights to seek answers or treatments without hesitation. We have that already. It's the internet. You can literally just go and talk to doctors. That's actually kind of free. The website itself ain't free, but these doctors pay for themselves most of the time. Let's see. There are donations and stuff like that, but let's see. We can go to board members. Let's go check that out. Board members are Adam Singolda, Alejandro Zabilaga, Alon Bloch or Bloch, Antonio Gracias, JD, or Hans Tone. Moving on to the next one. Next one up is Kyndryl. Kyndryl is a U.S. information technology company. Infrastructure services provider that designs, builds, manages, and develops large-scale information systems. So, industry is IT services, IT consulting, founded in 2021. Headquartered in 1 Vanderbilt, New York, New York. Services are managed infrastructure, And pretty much all it gives me on that one, so I'm going to keep it going. LanzaJet. LanzaJet is the leading sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, sustainable aviation fuel, technology provider and a sustainable fuel producer, SFP, I guess. LanzaJet is making safe, sustainable fuels from waste and low carbon sources a reality today through the use of its patented LanzaJet alcohol to jet at J technology. It is able to create SAF and renewable diesel from waste-based and sustainable ethanol sources. In this way, LanzaJet is creating a global, fully circular carbon recycling economy to enable the decarbonization of the aviation and transportation industries. None of that shit sounds safe. Next up is LanzaTech. LanzaTech develops carbon recycling technologies. It offers an economical route to capture, reuse, and recycle carbon from industrial off gases and syngas generated from the biomass resource. The company was founded in 2005 and is based in Skokie, Illinois. Let's see if it gives us anything else. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Nope, nothing else. All right, that will do it for episode 3. Once again, appreciate the support. Thank you for joining me in this video. Like, sub, share, tag a friend challenge. Get it out to as many people as you can. And basically, anybody want to look up these companies more, by all means. I do have a lot of work to do, so I can't do those yet. I do have a lot of them starred and marked for a deeper dive. But until then, see y'all in the next video. Peace.